Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game just to see him play. Oh, that's nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Batistuta. He's making a real surge on the left.
That's good play from him.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's free, he has got space. Albert Ferrer gets rid without sophistication. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And it's Roberto Carlos. That's good play. Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gullit running with the ball. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's Lewandowski. Albert Ferrer. Saudi Arabia trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Can he get on the end of this? Kaká.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's in on goal. Decent chance! And that's caused a worry or two. Saudi Arabia with the corner, they're first. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Danger averted for now. Kaká. That's a little off target. Neymar. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And it's Kaká. And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Messi. Xavi is the team's great visionary. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's a good run down the left. And the shot! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the first moment of real significance. Goes for the shot! And that's off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Great vision. It's a promising position. He's found a way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever...
Yamal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Messi. Threads one in. Owen. Lovely pass, but real chance! That's another chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple. This has to be a spell of no fear. They can't leave anything out there.
And he's forced to go back. One-nil as we head towards the end. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Kaká, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Saudi Arabia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Kaká.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cafu, and that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his...
Massaro! It's anyone's ball. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Neymar! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So, a breakthrough already. Always onto this. Can he finish? And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. It's Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Messi plays it short. Can he finish? He has hit that forcefully.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
In with the challenge. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Well, that has not gone well. Distributed tidily. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, and that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's there to belt it away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the look. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Messi is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Now it's Messi. Xavi. And it's Neymar. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Messi looking to run onto it. Great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Neymar in towards the back stick. And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Messi. And that is expertly dealt with.
Added time.
Maradona. Lewandowski looking to add to his goal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass is just off target. Zanetti. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Barcelona will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And he shoots! Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Barcelona go into the lead. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Neymar. 60 minutes played. Oh, he's been caught now. He's having a shot! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10, Pep Guardiola.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Looking to play him in. Forlan receives it in a good position here. Backward it goes. Bojan.
Number 15,
And the shot!
Number 18, Raul. Number
Raul.
6, Didier Drogba.
Now it's Raul.
Substitutions taking place.
And he's picked out the run. Drogba! Really well taken goal. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And this is Forlan.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's Raul! Oh, taken with style. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's having a go. That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Fiore just eases him off the ball, and this is Forlan. Xavi, here's the team. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So Jim, how do you reflect? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
Can he finish? Loose ball, and again!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's fabulous. Beckham! Oh, it's gone in! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Searching pass he's played there. Decent chance! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Fiore. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Just eases him off the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass just didn't quite work. And he's there to get it away. And it's Stojkovic. Nicely aimed pass. Yamal. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Pass somewhat off target. That is ended up in no man's land. Neymar. Xavi. Now Neymar. Oh, delightful ball. He is through here. Maradona! Oh, it's there! A goal at a really telling moment. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Fiore. Passing is crisp. Shoots! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Tries a shot! Brilliantly cut out. And they've got a throw. Roberto Carlos does well to get it back. Guardiola gets it clear. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a fine interception. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. Roberto Carlos with the slide tackle there. No foul, says the referee. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Xavi. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Stojkovic. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
And he's found a way past.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Xavi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Can he get it through? Beckham looking to get on the end of this.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Yamal hurtling down that right flank. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And this is Hazard. Oh, well played. So that's it. It is all over. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. Olise. And this is Lewandowski. Spread out to the left. Neymar. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Maicon defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And he's picked it up out wide. He's in a great position here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he get onto this? Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, I I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And here's Kachu! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Yamal. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And here's Lewandowski. Maicon does well to stand firm and defend it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Mbappe, looking for the run. And he's running through. Mbappe. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Kachu! Now, who's going to be first to this? Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Cafu, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Dembele. He is through here. Closing in on goal. Dembele! Well, now it's a red. Oh, what has... Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, he's really drilled it. Corner number 2, then. He's got tall. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Tries to play it through. Yamal. Yamal driving forwards. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Both sides defensively robust up to now. The ball goes in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
That's an imaginative pass. And the shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a good ball out wide. Neymar. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Dembele is onto this. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! First blood drawn. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Barcelona are down to 10 men. Vieira plays a sharp little ball here. Olise! That is decidedly lacking.
Olise probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And here's Raul. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's found the way through. Dida deals with that nice and simple. Under an awful lot of pressure. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Maicon. Maicon's a mighty effort! Really well-taken goal. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Xavi Alonso. He's got away. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Dembele in acres of space out wide. He has found the way through. It's Dembele! And that is doing no harm at all. Roberto Carlos. There will be 4 extra minutes. And that is as far as it goes. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another. It is edge-of-the-seat time here. Their place in the league at stake.
Hello,
Great for the
everybody, and
neutrals,
welcome to
utterly
today's match.
unbearable for anyone with a vested interest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Barcelona cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. He's having a shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cafu, he's got away, and he's gone backward here, and that has been clubbed away.
Xabi Alonso really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Can he get it through? He's through here. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Fiore engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Swung over.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Forlan going full steam down the flank. Raul. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Drogba. Fiore. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. And that is as far as they're going to go. That ball looks a good one. Real chance! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Could that be it? The big moment, his moment, the moment of utter relief. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And this is Stoichkov. Now that's well seen too. And it's De Bruyne, looking for options for movement. There's the shot! It's run loose, who's going to... And the finish! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Bangladesh really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's Pele! Superb from Pele! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Bangladesh are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Not the most accurate pass. Stoichkov might just make this. Kukcu. Pele. No, he's not getting past him there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. He's had it taken off him. De Bruyne kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pass somewhat off target. Roberto Carlos. So we've reached the hour mark. Drogba. That's Cannavaro.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single...
Tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Substitution on the field. Number 3.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, the simple fact remains, Peter, that they have to find their way back into the game, and fresh legs is one way of achieving it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe!
On the field. Number 6. Henderson. Number 4. Van
Now it's
Dijk.
Kukcu.
Number 15.
Kukcu!
Number 5.
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. Neymar is in a really good position out wide.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Gets into some space, and he's managed to get free. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And again! And we have our very first corner. And it's played in here. Van Dijk getting this one clear. He's gone for goal! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
He's come in hard.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Lewandowski. It's a pretty loose pass. Takes a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Well, they're not down and out just yet, but straights don't come much more dire than this. Only a win can save them now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Barcelona cannot consider the option of Messi, and Messi! Oh, it's hit the post! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Drogba, played out to the left flank. Roll, goes on a run down the left wing. And that should get the job done. And the volley. Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating. Well, a quick look at this lineup, and Pavel Nedved jumps higher than the rest.
He'll be involved in more or less everything. Bullet! And they've got Reed. And he cuts out the supply. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Here's a chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Nicely spread. And that has been cut short. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's got a side of... Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out! And it's De Bruyne. Raul. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Lewandowski. Drogba.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beckenbauer. Adams. Alonso. And here's Lewandowski. Otto gets rid without sophistication.
Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's managed... Chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And we have our very first corner. And again! Off the post! Cafu. Fiore. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Hello attendees, this
An
is
intriguing
a
half, lacking only in
children's
goals.
announcement.
The score
Would the father of the
0-0.
boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information centre?
So off we go once more. So neither side has yet broken through. Back into the middle. Dida gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And it's Messi. And this is Nedved. Nedved gets flagged offside. Xavi Alonso, and this is Lewandowski. It's played through for him. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Drogba. Lewandowski is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Played back in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's got full.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And this is Lewandowski. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's been flattened there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Quality ball. That is a brilliant interception. Xavi Alonso, pass somewhat off target. 75 minutes played. Messi, and the shot's on here. And he's had a hit. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
It's their second corner of the game. Henderson! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Can he get on the end of this? He has found the way through. Cafu has it in a wide position. Van Dijk tries to clear.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Fiore. Now it's De Bruyne. He's being urged to shoot. He's having a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Yes, he's done it! Finally, finally, finally! Nedved duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.